We'll see what happens.
So I fucked up yesterday. We recorded a perfectly good episode.
Yeah, tell them what you did, Keith.
I thought, okay, there on the app we're using, there's a flag. And normally that's a marker. You hit it, it marks wherever it is in the recording, and you can come back to it easy. That's not what this one does. It brings up something, and I hit a button, and it stopped the recording. I fucked up. And apparently it was our best episode
Best
yet.
episode ever.
Best episode ever.
And now you're going to get this cannon fodder.
Cannon fodder. It's probably going to be a piece of shit. That's what it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I just got a phone call, and it actually paused the record. Well, stopped the recording, and I thought I just lost another episode. Because fuck me, and that's the kind of shit that would happen in the ASMR podcast. I'm going to do that every episode. You got to put it closer.
Oh.
ASMR. Now, what noise is that supposed to be?
It's wind noise.
Why don't you just blow into it?
That's too...
It sounds like wind.
You like that?
It sounds like... No, I don't.
I'm sorry.
I'd just like to point out that this is not called the ASMR podcast, and we have no affiliation with the ASMR podcast. If there is one. Do you think there is
there
one?
one? I'm sure there is one.
Is it called the ASMR podcast? Quit fucking with that!
It's like the... what's it called? Granola?
No, it's... granola? It's Velcro.
Yeah, Velcro. That's what it is.
Fucking granola. What are you looking at over there? You want to be on the episode?
Ooh.
Watching them strippers on the My Arbitrary World ASMR podcast.
We're not doing ASMR. Stop it.
We're doing ASMR because I figured out when you hold it real close, you get louder. I think they are meant to be this close to your mouth. Not that one. It picks up too much.
I'll hold it 3 inches away.
Oh, that's way better.
And I talk softer.
Here, look. Just use this one.
Hey, is that better?
No, you gotta hold it in your mouth.
Oh,
Stick it in your mouth! So, yeah, the episode yesterday, I didn't even say what it was about.
Yeah, you didn't even say what you just said. It was the best one.
Yeah, it was the best one. You'll never know what it was about. It was about hoarding. And are you a secret hoarder? Because you could be. Oh, does this clip on like this? No, I think I'm going to break it. Oh, that is what it's for. Yeah, I just figured out something about the microphones.
That the little cord clips on the little plastic hook thing?
Yeah. Awesome. That's what it's for, Keith. So yeah, it was about, are you a secret hoarder? Because James keeps all of his boxes.
No, it was called, are you a hoarder or a collector, and where do you draw the line?
Are you a fucking whore? That's what it was called.
Yes, are you a whore?
Well, are you?
We know you are.
No, I'm not. I've been in a steady relationship for the past 4 years.
4.
I was going to say 5.
Does it feel like 5?
No, it feels like 4. It feels like exactly as long as it's been. Because I enjoy it.
Good answer. Good cover. We believe you.
She listens to the episodes.
Oh, he's totally happy with his girlfriend.
Hey, don't say it like I'm not.
And that's just the way I speak. They get it.
I'm not leaving this in the episode.
Yeah, you are.
No, this is all
just
getting
leave
cut.
it in.
Why? Well, there, I fixed that one.
Good for you. Well, it's gonna...
Now I gotta fix this one.
Why?
Be right back, everybody. What do you mean, why? What? What's the problem? What?
Are you done yet?
No, say something.
Something.
I mean, you can talk. Alright, so are you secret hoarder, James? Why do you have 60 boxes of fucking nothing in your closet?
First of all, it's like 12 boxes.
No, it's like, you told me it was like 30.
Okay, look. There's a box up there that has shoes in it.
Okay. Why do you have a box of shoes?
Because remember when I bought these boots?
Just throw them away.
I'm not going to throw boots away.
Hoarder.
They sent me the boots. They looked like shit. So I said, hey, you sent me some shitty looking boots. They look like they were already worn.
Wait, do you still have the shitty boots?
These are the shitty ones. Then they sent me a second pair. They were like, okay, these are better.
What size are those?
11 and a half.
Yeah, that wouldn't fit.
And then they were like, don't bother sending the other pair back. You just keep them for the trouble.
Microphone fell.
So now I have 2 pairs of boots. I'm just going to wear these until they wear out and then start wearing the other ones. Huh? They have them?
Yeah, let me have them.
They're not going to fit you.
I know.
What size you wear? 11?
There you go. Give them to him.
Want some boots?
Alicio, who will be a special guest
Look,
in a
he's
few
got
weeks,
better boots than I do.
is a size 11.
I like them though.
You can follow him on Instagram at
Size 11.
what is it?
Little chubby
size
cheeks.
11.
Little chubby
Little
cheeks,
chubby
size
cheeks.
11. I'm going to create an account for him now.
Okay, you can follow him on Instagram at Little Chubby Cheek size
Little-
11. Is that what it was?
I'm going to make it right now.
Okay, Little Chubby Cheek size 11 coming up.
They got to go follow Too Tall, Too Strong.
Yeah, Too Tall, Too Strong. That was our last guest, Jose, talking about the wonderful world of. What did he talk about? Spooky stuff.
Yeah, spooky.
Spooky Things is the sequel. So, I mean, why did we want to talk about hoarding yesterday?
Hey, how come I can't just add an account?
You can. Why don't you know how to use Instagram?
Because
Figure it out.
I don't Instagram.
Whatever. This is going to be a terrible episode.
Add account. Do I?
Terrible episode.
Oh, no. Horse Lover Fat. That's my name.
Horse Lover Fat? What the fuck kind of name is that?
It's a character.
What character?
It's a character from a Philip K. Dick book.
Okay. Hey, everybody, go look up Horse Lover Fat. Horse
I don't
Lover
remember
Fat.
my login information.
Who gives a shit? Why you gotta mess with it right now? So you can what?
Because I don't want to forget.
Little Chubby Cheek size 11. How are you gonna forget that?
Incorrect password.
Jesus. You're ruining this podcast.
No.
You're killing it. We're never going to record again because of you. We've lost all our listeners. They're gone.
Keith, we never had any listeners.
What are you talking about? We got 94 listens. That's good. I thought Nate was coming back.
I thought Jose was coming back. I thought
Kevin was coming. Thought
Forgotten
Jose was
password?
coming. You sure you don't want to be a guest? I mean, you're sitting in here, man. You could just talk. On the ASMR podcast.
we're not an ASMR podcast.
We could be. Yeah, just here.
Oh no, shake it. Gotta shake it. They like the water sounds.
Turn it off! Oh! What is wrong with you? Yeah, Jose just walked in here with a fucking other podcast playing. Hopefully it didn't pick up. We don't edit, Jose, and you know that. Hey, sit over here, because you're our guest today. What?
I'm the guest. I should be treated like royalty.
No, you shouldn't. You should be treated like shit. I'm just kidding. It's James's water. Just move it.
I'll be right.
All right, and finally, what are we, like 11 minutes into the episode? Jose decided to show up.
Oh.
That's the sound for guests showing up.
Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks for being here. Oh, okay. Well, Nate came in.
Send me a
Now
savior.
you're off the hook.
Oh, why? I grabbed the noisy stuff I could possibly get today.
Why?
Just so
Oh,
you can pick it up.
I don't want to.
because ASMR.
Yeah, we're not an ASMR podcast.
What y'all been talking about?
Nothing, but if you're
Oh.
sitting here, you can't talk.
That's not my name.
Alright, Jose, time to switch.
Yeah, I figured it out. I was using the wrong name.
For what?
He's trying to make another Instagram.
Why?
I don't know. He's
Well,
weird.
speaking of that, you know you can link your two accounts to one account.
Yeah, I did.
What's your other account?
What do you mean?
Like, you got two accounts.
For my arbitrary world?
It's like a secret account?
No, it's a podcast.
But, like, secret podcast?
My arbitrary world. It's not a secret. Just nobody listens.
Well, how do you know nobody listens? It's secret.
Because I got I have statistics.
But,
I can't look at them right now, though.
Well, what if they're still secret, though? Like, you have a secret cult following.
It's rubbing against your beard.
Oh, sorry.
Man,
Shit.
it's rubbing against your shirt.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
What'd you do, Jose?
Put it on your cap.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna listen to this episode.
They might.
They won't.
I
They're
mean,
gonna be
they
like,
could.
"This is the worst episode y'all have ever had."
Nah.
Like y'all didn't talk about shit for 14 minutes. Why don't you get off your phone so we can
I'm trying to remember my password.
talk about hoarding? Yeah, let me help you here.
Get off my stuff. I think I changed it and I don't remember.
Our guest is snacking.
It says,
Listen
No,
to the
forgot
mic.
your password? We'll send you an email. And then they send me an email and I click it and then it just takes me right back to the app where I'm already signed in.
So just make an account on the app where you're signed in.
That's what I'm trying to do. It asked me to sign in.
So how hoarding?
Hoarding, yeah, we talked about it yesterday. We got to re-talk about it again today. That's not a word, re-talk. Is it?
It is.
Re-talk about
You're
it?
you're reinventing your talk.
Is that a word?
But how do you know though?
James, get over it.
Third question.
I mean, how do we verify you're smart in English language?
You can't talk to him. He's not mic'd.
Well, he's like our cameraman.
No, it's not like
He's our spectator.
Can you only have 2 accounts?
audience.
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, fine. I give up.
Thank you. No, you can have more than 2 because I had 3 earlier.
Okay, so I have a question about your hoarding.
Okay.
I thought about this after the pre-talk for the podcast yesterday.
Uh-huh.
I was playing a video game,
Okay.
and it's a loot-based game, so you get a bunch of loot. I would hoard it. So how would you...
Quit with the damn... He called it granola earlier. Quit with the Velcro.
Would that still be hoarding, even though it's not affecting me financially?
Are you ever going to use that
No.
gear? Then yes,
No.
it's hoarding.
But would it be a collection, though?
No.
Because in the game's menu, it's a collection. It labels it as your collection
yeah,
of your
but
gear and weapons, and
you
vice
don't
versa.
need any of it.
No, but it's more cosmetic. Some of it's cosmetic, some of it's not. Like if I ever got bored, I could use gun B that I don't like.
Is that annoying you?
Yeah, no,
No.
but can you make it annoy me?
Yes.
Don't.
If you lost all your loot, would it bother you?
No, because you could re-get it. It's just
Well,
take a
then
long
it's
time.
not hoarding.
Then it's
If
not
it
hoarding.
if it doesn't
But
bother
I'm
you.
only allowed a certain amount of space to keep gear and all that. But I had my locker full of.
I don't consider it hoarding.
Oh.
Not like what I consider hoarding is like that show,
Yeah,
Hoarders,
Yeah.
where you go into a person's house and there's like stacks of magazines everywhere from 1937,
Yeah, that's a collector's
No.
item.
and I should have been recording.
So why can't we talk about something that's politic related?
No thanks.
Well,
that's not
more like
happening.
controversial.
Choked Jose.
No,
Oh.
that's not what this is about.
Oh, darn.
Yeah, we don't do politics.
Oh. Well, not politic, but they were making fun of politic being old the other day, and it was hilarious.
No.
When they mentioned said politic, that other guy was making fun of his age. He looked confused and lost because he was old.
Do you know what he's talking about?
I don't know, but I'm
There was
assuming they're
a
talking about Bernie
certain-
Sanders.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Bernie. Though.
Yeah, but they were making, someone made fun of his age, and he was like, well, yeah, and then he like let on to his own little thing. It was, I thought it was hilarious.
Okay, that's not as bad as I thought.
No, but what about background checks for ammunition and guns?
Oh,
No, we're not talking about that.
Keith doesn't want to be too inflammatory.
I don't want to be
Oh, you don't want to
political.
be like Infowars?
What's InfoWars?
Oh, you don't know who the...
That's like Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Oh,
They have other reporters.
I don't think I want to talk about him either.
Ooh, there's a cute blonde.
There is. Oh, the Turks?
Hmm?
Remember you got me into the Young Turks? No.
What is this episode?
everything.
What was it? They have a YouTube channel and they talk about
We're done with the hoarding
News?
talk.
Hoarding topics.
and this
Oh,
cute
they're
blonde on
hoarding-
there.
You're hoarding topics. I like it.
I don't remember.
The Young Turks on YouTube.
I remember the Young Turks, but I don't like the Young
I
Turks.
like
Well,
No,
I just
he's
like the
the
girl.
one that watches.
They're the
young
pretty
girls.
lady.
I just like the pretty lady on there.
Danica Kasparian.
I don't know her name, but gosh, she's beautiful.
She's a bitch.
Why are you talking?
I don't care.
Don't talk.
I would not have cared.
Just be quiet.
Audience says.
Wait till we get more microphones.
Okay.
All right, hoarding.
What about it?
You stop with your definition.
I don't. We've gone off topic like 15 times.
Well, we're hoarding the topic.
Yeah, obviously.
So define hoarding. In
He thinks I'm a hoarder because I have boxes in my closet.
what's in those
Well,
boxes? Are they
I'm
just?
I was
saying-
going through it. And
Hold
then
on.
we got
I'm just
interrupted.
saying that is what brought the whole topic up of hoarding because I used to do the same thing, but I threw my shit out.
So just empty boxes of product that you no longer.
Like I would buy computer parts and I'd keep the boxes for them, or
Yeah.
I'd buy a laptop.
That's
I'd keep the
reasonable.
box.
That's reasonable.
But would that be hoarding?
I think it's hoarding to a point where you have like a closet full of boxes.
Well, like I was saying last time, you buy something expensive, you keep the box.
if
you
I
might
have
wanna sell it
computer
later.
parts from 1998,
Computer parts are a different story. They
but I still have the boxes.
They're obsolete within like 3 years.
I know, but
Probably
I
by
still
the
have
next
the
year.
boxes. I still have the parts.
I still have the boxes from the computer that I built 5 years ago that I don't even use anymore.
There's somebody moving outside my apartment.
Ooh. Are they trying to hoard in your apartment?
No. What?
Are they trying to bring their own like hoarding?
I hope
Yeah.
not. Our apartments.
We
don't need
There's
any
a
more
hoard
stuff.
of hoarders breaking into your apartment.
To hoard in his apartment that he already hoarding.
What kind of hoarders are we talking about?
They're
There's so many types.
Well, I don't think y'all would be considered a hoard. What you have is hoarding.
Oh, it's not.
I.
We don't have a lot of stuff. We've got enough
But
stuff.
what would be the point? Like, would you have to have like 600 boxes to be considered hoarding those boxes?
I think if you can't move around your entire residence, then that's hoarding.
But what if you have bad mobility?
Well, that's not what I'm talking about.
But then you couldn't move freely around your place.
I'm
Like, if you got,
talking
like, a
about if
bum
you've got
knee and-
too much shit.
What if you
in
have
your
a walkway from your bedroom to your bathroom?
It's still
your
hoarding
kitchen,
because
to
you've
your
only
living
got that walkway.
okay.
Have you ever watched the show?
Yes, I've seen the show.
Okay.
My stuff is all just it's in my closet up there.
Is it neatly in there?
It's neatly in there.
Oh,
out
then
of
you're
the
not a
way.
hoarding. It has to be a giant mess.
Some of those boxes have stuff in it.
That's what I'm saying. You're not a hoarder.
Okay.
I'm just saying it brought up the topic.
Oh, okay. Oh, you were calling me a hoarder.
Okay,
I
you
mean, we call
hoarder.
you what you want to call you.
Ooh,
A bee.
damn.
Hey, so you had a story about two brothers that were hoarding? Go ahead and tell it.
All right. So there's these two brothers
Uh-huh.
in the New York City.
God.
What?
Nothing.
Can you say all your stories in that accent, please?
Yeah, just keep the accent going.
That's my normal way of talking.
okay.
Yep.
If you say so.
No, there's these two guys in New York. They're brothers,
Uh-huh.
and they're from a rich family. They live in a big ass mansion. They never married. They never had kids, and their father died early. And then once their mother died, they inherited the house and the fortune and everything. Well, once their mom died, they used to have like these extravagant parties and have everyone come over, but they would never go anywhere else really.
Lame.
Yeah, and then once their mom died, they stopped doing all the parties and stuff, and no one ever saw him leave the house really, except at night. One brother would leave the house at night, walk around the neighborhood, or go to the store, come back. But on his trips to the store and back, he would find like stuff on the street or stuff that someone threw away, and he'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna take that home, pick it up, take it home." And eventually, one day, they just stopped seeing the guy, and the neighbors were like, "I wonder what happened to him. Maybe they sold the house or whatever." And then one day, the neighbors said they smelled something funny. They were like, "Hey,
There's all that trash.
yeah," they're like, "I smell something over there. It's kind of smells bad." So you might want to go check on him.
Like, who they told? Like,
Yeah, who they?
do they call?
They were
like,
just like they told somebody. Who the fuck?
like
did they
the
tell?
called the
homeowner
police.
association.
Okay, they
So
were
there's like the
hey.
guy's like, "Hey, officer, that house stinks.
Yeah.
Do something about
You
it."
need to do a welfare check. I think something's wrong.
Welfare check.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that really what they're called?
Yeah, it's
Welfare
called a
checks?
welfare check.
Like, not the actual, like, you go to the government and...
Yeah, no, you can call the police and say, "Hey, I need a welfare check at this address." And they just go and make sure you're okay.
This house is stinky. I need a welfare
Yeah,
check.
I need a welfare check.
They don't talk like that in New York.
No, I mean, you don't know. They could have been Southern.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So the cops show up, they knock on the door, and they're like, "I don't see anything." So they go to the windows because they smell something. They're like, "I don't know, it smells kind of funny in there." So they break one of the windows, and then all they see is just fucking garbage everywhere, sacked up, piles of paper and just shit that people thrown away, old bikes and lamps and vacuum cleaners, and ironically, and fucking, all kinds of
I'm
stuff.
going to hoard, but I want to pick up a vacuum
Yeah.
cleaner to clean the hoard. I'm not going to...
Exactly.
Maybe he collected vacuum cleaners, but he hoarded
Oh, like vintage
trash.
ones? Like those metal ones that you could, like, kill somebody with?
No, they're probably just all shit.
So,
Just broken.
So they go in and they find that there's all these tunnels that lead to different parts of the house because it's so full.
Didn't you leave out a part of the story?
I think should.
Okay, fine.
I'm telling the story.
Told the story yesterday.
Yeah. So they go in and they find that one of the tunnels has been collapsed. And they're like, "Huh, that's weird." So they go to another one and they go into this room and it smells really bad and they find a body.
So wait.
And they're like,
Hold on. They go into this house that smells like complete shit because it's filled with trash, and then they go into a room that smells even worse?
"Welfare check."
How does it get worse, though?
Wouldn't the officer be breaking and entering? Because they don't have a warrant to search the house. So is that like...
Yeah, they can't
Like,
legally
wouldn't they...
be there.
Yeah, legally,
if
like,
they
they
have
couldn't break that
probable
window.
cause to think something's wrong,
But-
and if they smell like
Death.
death,
But how would you know what death and, like, bunch of pile of shit smells like?
I think you'd know what rotting flesh smells like.
They're cops. They know what stuff
I mean, you
smells
know what
like.
a dead animal smells like.
Yeah, it smells like ass.
Yeah, but
Like,
smells
compared
like
to
dead
this
animal.
garbage,
Yeah, but it's sitting out in the elements. I mean, the house is assuming, like, sealed off from water, rain.
I don't know, man. I'm just
Yeah,
telling
you
the
can't
story.
explain shit. Just
I'm
go
not the
on
cop.
with it. Get on
Alright?
with it.
This was like
Get
the,
on with
This
it.
was like the 70s. Maybe
Get
the rules
on
were
with
different.
it.
Oh, with the, like, cool mustaches and,
Yeah.
like, the aviator shades.
Wait, so people hoarded back in the 70s?
Bobby, people have been hoarding for fucking ever.
Why didn't you tell us?
I'm sorry. I wasn't born
I mean,
yet.
you're the expert that we rely
Oh,
on.
okay.
You should have started with it was in the 70s.
Oh, by the way, in the 70s,
This story
this
happened.
story happened. So, anywho, hold
He
on.
hasn't got to that part yet. He
They
yelled
go
at me
into
earlier.
this room and they find a guy and he's dead. And they're like, "Man, he's been dead a while. I wonder, what happened." And then they found in the collapsed tunnel, they found the other brother. And they're like, "Okay, we know what
So,
happened."
did they get, like, some miners to, like, mine the trash tunnel?
Well, yeah,
Or are they just, like, scrounging around in there?
they got to that. They found out that the one brother went blind, and so the other brother was like, "Okay, well, you just stay home, and I'll take care of you. Make sure you're taken care of." And that's the brother that would go out to the store and buy the supplies and stuff and bring the junk home. And he brought so much junk home, he had to make the tunnels. But he also grew paranoid about people breaking into his house because the neighborhood that they lived in started going downhill. And he was like, "I got to make sure no one breaks in and steals my trash."
My trash is stolen from them.
Yeah.
Why would somebody want his trash?
They
They threw it out.
It doesn't make sense. It's paranoid.
People were going to be like, "Oh shit, where'd my trash
No
go?"
one said it was
Like, whoa,
rational.
I put it on the curb last night.
No one said it was rational. So he's like, I need to booby trap it. So he put booby traps in all these tunnels. Well, he forgot where all the traps were, and he accidentally tripped one and got himself crushed. And
How are you going to set up traps? And he didn't make a map?
He didn't map them out. He doesn't want
Dumbass.
anyone to find the map.
So he was hiding something.
Yeah. So, well, his treasures.
His trash treasure.
So he
It's
was
just like It's Always Sunny.
and they found that his body was there the longest. So he was dead for like a really long time before that.
So he died before the other brother?
Yeah, he died before the other brother. So what happened was he got crushed and he died, and the other brother, who was blind, who had been taken care of the whole time.
What, he was blind? Oh my
So he doesn't
God.
know.
You didn't mention this.
I said it like 3 times.
Did he?
Yes,
I wasn't listening.
I don't.
I heard it yesterday.
I said it. And then
I know you said
I guess
the
I
blind.
fell asleep.
yeah, you weren't fucking paying attention because you heard it 3 times
I've been
already.
staring at the wall this whole time.
Anyhow, they both died.
The end.
The end. He got crushed to death. The blind brother starved to death because he didn't know how to take care of himself.
So, but why didn't the blind guy try to get out?
He didn't know how to take care of himself. He didn't know what the tunnels. And there's
Well,
more.
I mean,
He
I'm
could have
assuming-
tried to get through the tunnels.
He didn't know where the booby traps were.
But
How did he know there were booby traps?
Because his brother said, "Hey, I booby trapped."
But was he
everything."
confined to his room? Like,
He just stayed in his room, yeah.
so
And his brother just.
I'm assuming
brought
there was
him.
a window.
So he
Why
just
do you-
laid in bed and he was like, I'm
Maybe? I don't
hungry.
I think the walls were
Bring me a drink.
covered with junk, probably.
I'm thirsty now.
Yeah. Hey, I
gotta
need a
pee.
drink. I got food. I need food.
I got a food.
I got food.
I got a food,
I got
brother.
food.
Okay, but that's pretty terrible.
So how did he go blind?
Anyways, that's hoarding. I don't know. He just got old, I guess.
That's hoarding.
That's
Is that hoarding to the
That's
extreme? Like
hoarding.
you gotta booby trap everything?
That's yes.
And this has been the episode of.
Hoarding.
No, I ain't gonna do it.
No. ASMR hoarding.
The ASMR podcast. I can't get to the microphone.
What about the lady who hoarded cats?
There. Okay.
So,
no.
Every crazy cat?
No. We're not doing crazy cat lady. I want to talk about the lady that hoarded dirty diapers.
Well, hold on. I want to talk about the cats real quick because I
Fine,
want to
talk
see
about
if
the
this is
cats.
hoarding. This lady, she had like 20 cats, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she was also OCD, so her apartment was always perfectly clean. It never smelled nasty. There was never fucking poop or pee anywhere. It was always vacuumed and dusted.
But she had a shit ton of cats.
She just had a lot of cats. And people were like, you got a problem. And she's like, I don't see how it's a problem if my house is cleaner than yours.
Oh.
And you're asking
Is
if
it
that's
the-
hoarding?
Yeah.
Did she live in like a big house and she made like cat stuff?
Yeah.
Like there's like the roofs, or not roofs, like ceilings had like little like walkways for the cats and shit like
Yeah,
that?
she didn't have a job.
Yeah, I've seen that episode before.
And her
It's
dad, I guess
a-
her dad paid for everything, so he was like, you gotta get rid of all these cats.
Wait, it was on the Hoarders.
No.
TV show?
No. It was
Oh, no, I saw it on Hoarders.
I forgot what it's something similar like that, but some lady like made her house to like a cat heaven, where there's like little walkways
Paradise
above her
for
roof,
cats.
and but she hoarded cats, but the house was always clean.
Yeah.
But she just had like 100 cats.
Yeah, she was like, they were like, if you walked into her house and you didn't see cats, you wouldn't know that she owned any animal.
I think that's still
Why would you
considered
not
hoarding.
see a cat though?
I mean,
that'd
cats
be
like to
kinda-
hide.
Yeah, if she had 100 cats, you'd see a cat.
Yeah.
Mine like to sleep under the bed.
100?
I mean, I don't have 100 cats.
But
Oh,
I'm saying,
so you're
it's
saying
100
They like to hide.
cats.
They like to hide in the closet. They like to
Well-
hide. My cat will climb under my dresser and just hang out there.
There's cat things under the dresser.
Yeah. Rolls around. I don't know.
The
ASMR
podcast.
Stop doing that.
Maybe I really want to just do an ASMR podcast.
We'll do that one next.
What? Like next episode?
Like, as in, after we finish recording this one, we'll do the next one.
Oh, okay. And it's going to be the...
Okay.
I'll stop.
We'll get Jose to clap your cheeks for you.
Ooh, can you clap? Wait, clap my cheeks? No, I'm good.
Well, yeah. That's, like he just like gets on the knees to just like do
You
like
better be good at it. That's all I'm
like
saying.
make one hand do one like off second hand.
Yeah.
So that you get
So
the,
do
like,
you
rituals.
consider that hoarding? What was that?
If it's
My
not,
alarm.
Oh.
if it's not an issue, it doesn't interfere
But-
with her life. Her OCD interfered with her life more than her
But the
cat.
house wasn't dirty. It didn't
The
smell
house
like
wasn't
shit.
But she
dirty.
buys all the cat food all the time.
Yeah,
Oh.
but she still maintained it. Well, no, you said her dad did.
Her dad paid for it. Maybe she got disability because of her OCD. So
I don't call it hoarding. If she could maintain her life and not be a burden to everyone.
It's a financial burden feeding all them cats.
I mean, you said
But
her
if
dad-
they kept doing it, it obviously wasn't a problem.
But see, that's the whole hoarding thing. Like, it's even when it's detrimental to your health, you keep doing it because you can't stop.
Yeah, but her dad allowed her to.
No, he was trying to get her not to
But he was still paying for the food?
because he was like, "I'm gonna."
So just stop paying
I'm
for the
gonna
food.
evict you. You know, if you don't get, because he owns the
Just
place.
do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's his daughter.
I don't know if it's hoarding. God.
Stop messing with it.
What? I mean, I just almost jerked it off the thing. Jerked it. I don't. What?
I would consider that hoarding.
I don't know.
It's not a James level of hoarding.
I collect cameras. That's not hoarding.
See,
What? You only have 14 cameras.
Exactly.
That's not
You
hoarding.
use collect.
Yeah.
So
I
she
think-
collected cats.
No.
She just had an
Anything
abundance.
under 20 is like, that's hoarding at that
That's
point.
a.
You mean
living,
over
breathing
20?
thing.
Or over 20. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or there have to be a certain reasonable number to, like 14 cameras. You're getting
That's
to
a
the
lot of
point,
fucking cameras.
But
Do you use them?
Every single one.
Every single one.
Every single one.
You use them.
Okay, no, because
Okay, then no. You're a
one of
hoarder.
them is from 1900. No, two of them are from 1900, and two of them are from 1950.
so the ones that are like 1920 is more of a vintage thing. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna like,
They're show cameras.
yeah.
They do work. I mean, I gotta find film for them. You can adapt them to like 120 film, which is like, it's a big roll of
Can
film.
you just adapt it to digital and make it like?
I think they do make actually digital backs.
Why would you want
that
to
just put
adapt
on
it
there.
to a film?
I think I
that's-
just burped into
or
the
like a
microphone.
film that's outdated already.
Yeah,
I
the whole
mean,
point in having one of those cameras is because it's a film.
like a
camera.
paper.
Are you
weight.
saying this is a bad episode, Jose?
I only got 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah, why
That's
didn't you
it?
go take a nap?
So you're hoarding your time. You're not sleeping.
Everybody here's a hoarder. We've settled it.
No,
Everyone.
because I used to kind of hoard stuff and I stopped. Okay, my collection started to
What
get
was that?
John.
to the hoarding level.
I thought you were singing.
I do that sometimes.
In the night, you talk. You know. Oh yeah, we can't have music.
Yeah.
No, but it's not. You didn't play the actual.
I'm
song.
not paying for
You
it.
go acapella it. You just can't have the beat, or you can have the beat without the lyrics.
I don't think you can.
Yes, you can.
You can have a certain length of clip.
It's like 6 seconds, right?
I mean, you
Before,
can sit there
yeah.
and say the verse of a song, but
There'll be
any
some
song-
heavy editing this episode. It's all your fault.
How heavy are we talking about?
I'm gonna edit out all the racist stuff. That's like 47 minutes.
But the racist stuff makes it fun.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, you weren't offended by it. You were laughing.
No, I
And you
was offended.
participated.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No.
Yeah, you talked about the Asian lady and her dad not letting her watch TV. That's a stereotype.
That's because you see that stuff on movies all the time.
That is true.
So it's not my stereotype, it's just something I see.
Then what would be your stereotype of
I
a
got it
typical
stuck in my
Asian?
head now.
What?
Song.
What song?
Well, I can't say. I don't want to get in trouble.
Or just
Alright.
bleep. Like, I bleep when you say the song.
Oh,
So I don't consider the cat thing hoarding, trying to get back on topic again, getting off of the racism. Good? That was good?
I would agree with you
Good transition.
Really? Why?
because it doesn't interfere with her life.
But she can't work.
She could.
But even
But
if she
she
didn't,
just doesn't work.
even if she didn't hoard cats,
She could still
her
work.
OCD was still an issue. That's why she was
Yeah,
on
but
disability.
OCD is not really a... Is that really an issue to hoard something?
No.
Like you have an OCD, makes
No,
you
that's
wanna
just
hoard
why
shit.
she couldn't work.
That's two separate.
No, because
things.
I know people who have OCD who work. I mean, or a certain form.
I mean, it
or
depends on the severity of it.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
if it
hers
wasn't
was
that
just
bad.
so bad.
Hers
that
is so
she
severe
couldn't.
that she just.
But
couldn't.
she clean. I mean, how bad is that to?
She spends all her time cleaning. I guess she
24/7.
could be a cleaning lady.
That'd be a good
Oh
profession.
yeah, that'd be a good job.
Start her own business.
Yeah.
Their house would be so clean.
We're gonna have to look more into this.
To the lady, or
Yeah, the lady with the
like
cats.
for you to hire her, or you want to like work with
I ain't
her?
gonna hire her. What year was this story from?
Like the 60s.
Fuck if I know. I mean, no.
You
was,
knew the brothers from the
It was
70s.
during the
Hey, you knew like their whole life
filming of
story.
the show
The
Hoarders.
filming of Hoarders.
I think it's the first season.
Like behind the scenes.
Hold on. What's so funny over there, guest?
No, I'll get there.
Did you ever decide on whether it was a terrible thing or not?
Oh, I forgot.
How'd you forget? You were supposed to be thinking about it this whole time.
You said you were gonna
What was I
marinate.
supposed to do?
Ah, nothing. Forget it. So back.
Oh, the race. But it's not.
Okay, so that's hoarding to you.
I think it's hoarding.
I want to talk about the people on the show that you see that's just disgusting.
Well, obviously they're hoarders.
Yeah, of course.
Why is my button on?
I just want to talk about them though.
So what do you mean they're obviously hoarders? Like the way they look, you assume they're a hoarder?
No, the way they live.
No, if you're
But like say you see a hoarder walk down the street.
They
if you-
don't.
why they don't. They stay in their house.
They can't leave. Like that
Walk down the
lady.
street and their house is just full of junk. They're hoarders.
Like, I'm pretty sure there was an episode on the show where there was a guy who had so much stuff in one house that he had a second house.
Oh shit.
Oh, I saw that one.
Yeah.
I bought the house next door.
Bought the house next door because he had so much shit, and that one was getting filled up.
Damn.
And then the lady that collected poop in jars or pee
That
in
is
jars.
disgusting.
Both, yeah.
Like what
Just
would make you
all
want to collect
over.
that?
I don't
Like-
know. It's
Because
something
it's part of
psychological.
her
Like did she
body.
just pee one day and had a really good piss and like I gotta like save that?
I don't think.
And then the next day
Is that what it was?
She wants to hold on to the memory.
Yeah, like the you get that relief like oh my god.
Oh,
You're
that
like,
felt
I gotta
amazing.
save this.
I'm gonna save this one.
Like
I'm
you
gonna
remember that picture you
piss.
took with the poop?
Several.
Now it's
she
out
get
there forever.
Several.
Does she have a room of like the jars on the walls and
They're
she
everywhere.
It was all over the house.
she takes one down and she's like, I remember that
Yes,
one.
they're around.
I remember that.
Back in
pee.
'89,
That was a good one.
That was a good pee.
That was a good.
It made my eyes water.
And yeah, there was another episode where they had dirty poop diapers in the bathroom, just a mountain of them. A mountain of poop diapers.
Why? They wanted to.
Like were they out in the open? Where like,
Yeah, they were
could've-
just sitting in the
like no
bathroom.
trash bag, no.
Maybe they were just collecting memories.
No, that is not
Or
something.
what if they're using it as dirt? Not dirt.
When their kid gets older, they're gonna be
Fertilizer.
like, "Hey, I remember when you took this."
I don't think it was a kid's. I think it was the adult diapers.
So they pooped in
It
the
was
diaper?
her diapers.
Like she put it on and went to town.
Right?
So
Of course, you would bring a.
Well, I mean,
they
we've
would
seen
not
the
use
same
the
episodes.
toilet at all.
Like
They
you
would
told
just
him
poop in
about it?
diapers.
They would use the diapers.
and then they would keep the
Because
diapers.
the toilet didn't work.
Oh.
It had been
Okay.
broken.
Then maybe the toilet broke. They couldn't get it fixed.
So they.
So
They could have gotten it fixed.
Well, how do you know?
I watched the episode.
But what if it was like something like it needs your whole plumbing?
Did it
redone?
involve? It involves people coming to their house.
Possible. Yeah.
Maybe they didn't want people coming to their house.
Because
So start wearing diapers and just keep them?
I'm just saying.
Never
if
throw
they
them
have
out.
But
a-
there's some diapers you could reuse though.
if they have a mental illness and they're
No,
like,
Like, you could
these-
throw them in the washer.
they're
and use
embarrassed
them.
about their lifestyle. They don't want people coming into their house. Then they're going to be like, okay, well, we got to do something. Okay, well, let's wear diapers. Then they're embarrassed about wearing diapers. They don't want to throw them away because they don't want people seeing
So
them.
is the older
Trash
couple?
bags are discreet.
I don't know.
I mean,
What do
they
you
could-
mean you don't use trash bags?
People don't go through your trash?
No.
People go through yours?
I mean, they used to.
That's
What do you mean they used
disturbing.
to? Like,
Explain.
yeah, I want to hear this. This is good.
I mean, I grew up over here in this neighborhood, and every trash day,
Somebody be digging through your
somebody would
bags.
just be digging through the
Really?
trash. Yeah.
Like, they find anything good?
I mean, at the time,
Like, were you
that
throwing
was
out
a
money or
like
something?
upper middle class neighborhood, so
I've never been a middle class thing.
people threw away some good stuff.
Upper
Actually,
middle
I like-
class.
no.
That's almost rich.
Almost.
Actually, no. People do throw away. Some
So you're
pretty cool
saying
stuff.
you were almost rich?
Dude, someone threw away a dirt bike one day, and I was like, I'm taking
Hey,
that home.
I live next to a guy, not right in front of, but like over to the side on the other side. He threw away a pretty good fireman like jacket. I really wanted it
Why didn't you take it?
because I have no use for it.
And
Like,
then
I'm not going to run into fire anytime
the
soon.
neighbor across from me.
Maybe you want to light yourself on fire just to see if it works.
I did think about that, but my girlfriend said no because I had that idea pop up. She's like, no, you don't.
I would have taken
Oh,
it.
and me and my brother found a go-kart in the trash, and we took it, and we couldn't get the engine to work, so we
Did
just
you mean
pushed
you,
each other
so
around.
you
on
stole it from somebody?
No, it was definitely in the trash.
Like,
sure?
define, like, what
Yes.
if they leave it like...
It was in
Like,
the
he's not
trash.
on the
It was
sidewalk.
sitting up on their patio.
The dirt bike was definitely in the trash.
Did you deem it was in the trash, or did your brother think it was in the trash?
No, we both said, "Hey, look at that fucking dirt bike."
Look at
out
that
there
dirt
in the
bike sitting on
trash."
someone's patio. that
Now,
just
wait a
wanna
minute. Was
borrow.
it just leaning against some bags of trash?
Yes.
It was running.
There was like a whole-
It was
Gas
still
in
running.
it.
There was a whole pile of trash, and it was just like on top, laying on it.
But what if they're using
Maybe
it
they
for-
just leaned it against
Yeah,
there.
or they were using it to
No,
weigh
like
down
they
the trash.
picked it up and they threw it on.
Did you physically see them?
on the trash? No, I didn't see them.
Maybe
throw it
that's
away.
just how they rested their dirt
Yeah.
bike.
That's how they parked it.
Like, no, they were trying to weigh down the trash. Like,
Oh, they didn't
more
want
on
the
top.
trash to float away.
Yeah, it could have been like a bad windstorm that night.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Could've
Hey,
been
the
a flood.
trash is where I found my first CDs.
So you are a hoarder.
Yes, and I was like, hey, someone threw away some perfectly good Metallica CDs, and that's how I got introduced to Metallica.
That's pretty disgusting.
How? They
Like,
were
did
just
you like
right on
dumpster
top.
dive or like?
No.
Oh,
we were walking
wait.
by.
So now we're getting out of the topic of hoarding and into the topic of, is it okay to take stuff from the trash if it's on top?
It's connected. It was right on top.
How is that connected?
And they were like, hey, there's a CD case sticking out of there. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's Metallica.
So it wasn't just right on top. It was in the
it was
trash.
sticking out.
It
of the
was
bag.
in the trash.
So we pulled it out, and then there was more in there. So we're like, ooh, let's see what else is in there.
So they weren't on top though.
Wait, what album?
They
of
were on
Metallica?
top.
Like, is it the good stuff or was it like?
The Black Album.
I'm saying if they were laying on top, no trash is covering anything. If it's on top, that's cool.
So I have a question
What you're
about
But
that.
who
describing?
throws stuff away
No.
like that? I'm just
Okay, I
gonna
have a
lay this
question.
one.
Say I stole something.
Open that trash can and let me throw something. It's going to be on top of everything else.
It was on top of everything else.
Hey, you're saying it was in,
Keith,
and then you had to
do
dig
you
for
throw
more.
your bags of trash on the gutter open, untied?
I don't throw my trash in the gutter at all.
Oh, you're a hoarder. You keep your trash.
No, we've got a dumpster.
Oh, we got a dumpster.
So, say I stole something and I throw it away and James takes it. Would James be a thief?
No, because
Why?
he's not stealing it from
But
you.
you stole it from someone
And
else.
I don't know that it's stolen property.
Yeah, I mean that's
Because technically the trash is
like free reign.
public.
Yeah, once it's on the curb,
But
it's open.
don't you own like that part of the curb?
No.
Like
No.
where we put our trash is on our grass,
yeah.
but it's still our property.
You're
right?
responsible for the maintenance of the grass, but it's not your property.
That's anything past the sidewalk is technically city property, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, I didn't know that.
Sorry.
For what?
Fucker,
Tapping my feet.
quit it.
Can you like make a noise?
He gets mad.
Like a beat?
No.
I was beaten.
Like so I can play with my violin?
Hey, have you ever thought about going to the GameStop dumpsters to see if you could like find old?
I've seen people do that on
Yeah.
YouTube, and I don't think those are real videos.
I mean,
I think those are like setups.
I saw one guy do it, and they threw a bunch of controllers away, but they cut the cables and stuff, so they
Yeah,
couldn't use them.
because like I seen some guy found like good disc. I'm like, nah, I
yeah, I
gotta
don't think they
before
throw
I-
stuff away
yeah.
like that.
I saw one guy find an Xbox in there.
A whole Xbox,
Yeah.
like a working Xbox.
Well, I don't know if it worked. He was like, I'm going to take this home, fix it.
He never did, huh?
Probably not.
That's like when you drive around and you find TVs.
Ooh, yeah. Or appliances?
Go ahead and
Dude,
tell your story.
Okay, when I was same neighborhood on Big Trash Day, that's
Uh-huh.
when the people from other neighborhoods would come to our neighborhood and drive around in trucks and pick up.
That's kind of racist.
They pick up all the.
How's that racist?
How's that racist?
because you know what kind of people do that.
everyone.
That's racist.
That is racist.
No.
You're right.
I didn't
I
say
am
that
right.
there was a specific
That-
people doing this.
Yeah.
He said people.
But you said
I said
trucks
people
and-
from other neighborhoods
I've seen people of all ethnicities
would come in
do
trucks
this.
and take
Not the neighborhood you're
appliances.
talking. Well, unless it changed from when you lived there to when I live there now.
Well, it was all white people when I was there. I don't know.
Whoa. Cool. That's racist.
There was one black family right next door, and then there was one family from Kuwait, and that was it.
Hey.
Yeah.
I've changed the title of this episode. It's going to be, Are We Racist?
Does
Well, how would you
racism
define
exist?
racist?
Racism does exist. Don't even ask that.
To a point, I think it would.
Oh my God. Get off the racist stuff.
No.
We're not doing this anymore.
Aw. But,
Episode over.
but I'm going to be like this only episode. Like, I don't know when I'm going to come back.
We don't want to be racist on your episode.
Why?
I don't care.
Ugh.
But I do.
Oh, okay.
It's my podcast.
Fine. So anyways, did you participate in the trash pickup with these people
No.
from other neighborhoods?
Ooh.
Like, did y'all try to compare, like, who would
went
get the
through-
biggest stuff?
I would go through my neighbor's trash just to see what they threw away.
Really?
Yeah.
That's just
And the neighbor
weird.
across the street, they threw away all their, because they
That's
were older
normal?
kids, they threw away all their, like, they had slot cars, slot car racers.
Yeah.
And we're like, ooh, man. So we dug them all out of the trash.
Dug them out
Yeah.
of the trash. Not on
them out of
top.
the trash.
Did y'all,
Not on
were y'all
top.
known as
dude,
the
we went
Trash
through all their
Brothers?
bags.
That's
Huh?
gross.
Were y'all known as, like, the Trash Brothers in the
No.
neighborhood? Like, did the kids want to play with
They
y'all?
called my parents, though, and they're like, hey, your kids tore up my trash.
Like, did you
in
show
my
the
neighborhood."
Wait, did y'all like tear these bags apart and just
Yeah,
leave shit
because we
everywhere?
found the good stuff, and
Were you,
we're
like,
like,
just
now we got to
cleaning
check
it?
every bag. So we just opened, we just opened everything. They were like, go over there and clean that shit up.
Did y'all?
Well, yeah,
Because you'd get your ass beat if you didn't?
yes.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Y'all's watches went off at the same time.
No, it didn't. 30
Like
minutes apart.
one after the other.
Dang. How you do that again? That was cool.
Beep, beep.
Yours can do it too, right?
It's silent.
Oh, you got it on silent
I
mode?
want to interrupt.
Oh,
Why?
thank you.
This cat's good.
Mine's mechanical.
Oh.
I don't have a watch.
Why don't you wear a watch?
I'm old school.
This is old school.
No, it's not.
No, old school is to have one of those sundial.
No, you should get a pocket watch. I think that fits you.
I would love a pocket watch.
I would
Some
want one
pocket
too.
watches.
My grandpa has
Give
one.
me
on-
one?
No,
Then why mention it?
they're from like 1890. I'm not giving you.
why?
My
mention
my great grandpa has one. I wanna have.
Take it.
Like no, well,
just be like, hey, grandpa.
well, no, he's already passed.
knock it. Oh.
So I collect my grandpa's watch. Who passed?
Now I'm a
not
piece of
collect.
shit.
Nah, that's cool. I asked my grandma for one of his watches. He passed away about a year ago. I said, Grandma got one of his watches. Like, yeah, and she gave me like 3 of them. So
But
I
not
wanna-
the one that you really wanted?
Well, I got the one I gave him for his birthday.
Uh-huh.
That's the one I really wanted back because I knew it was my gift to him. But I've been asking my mom for my grandparents' watches just to have a
memento.
yeah.
Yeah. I did the same with cologne.
See, but when I decide to kick the bucket, I'm in like whatever kid I hear, it's tradition.
You're going to give out the
Yeah,
pocket watches.
Yeah.
What kind of watches were they?
It was a Citizen one and some other one. But my mom's great grandpa, he had a high collection of stuff I kind of want.
It breaks the barrier if you collect and you dress like Hitler. Then that interferes with your life.
But what if you're doing a
Well, hang out with
cosplay?
Why would you cosplay as Hitler? New title. Why would you cosplay as Hitler?
No, there's this anime I watch. I think Black Clover.
Yeah.
There's a guy who has a little Hitler stash that looks just like Hitler. It's easy, but
You could cosplay Hitler from Iron Sky 2, where he's riding the T-Rex.
That's terrible.
I mean, I want to ride a T-Rex. I don't want to dress like Hitler. Right? I just want to ride one.
You should watch the movie.
Was it time to go?
Are you still plugged?
No. Should
So,
I
but
be?
but could you hoard like racist items? Like
I don't think it's hoarding though if you're collecting something from, like World War II or World War One,
but why wouldn't that be hoarding?
because they're collectibles. They'd be worth money
But
someday.
if a magazine's from 1940 that could be worth $20 now and you're hoarding it,
I think the difference is curating your collection.
If you find stuff from like World War II and you just take it to your house and you throw it in a corner and never give a shit about it, then yes. But if you actually
Like show it off?
show it off, you have it like on a shelf or,
But wouldn't
I
that
think
be
most hoarders
start out
don't-
as collecting, right?
don't collect anything of value. They just see something and they're like, oh, I could probably use that for something. And then they bring it home and then they never fucking use it for anything.
Okay, because my
My
girlfriend's
stepdad will stop on the side of the highway. He's like, oh man, there's a good, like a cooler that fell out of someone's car. He's like, I'm gonna pick that up.
But does he fix it to use it for something?
I don't know what he does with them.
So are you saying he's a hoarder?
And he picks up, he picks up like scrap metal and stuff that falls on the side of the highway.
But he sells
and
that.
buckets. Well, he recycles it.
That's not hoarding.
Eventually, until then, it sits in our yard.
But it's not hoarding. He has a plan for it.
But don't
They all have plans.
Yeah.
I don't think they have plans. They're just like, oh, I
think
want
they
this.
have plans.
I need to keep it.
No.
No.
We use that magazine.
All right, that's it. Cutting it.
But wouldn't your collection lead to hoarding at some point? That's
It-
what I'm-
It could.
Cool.
Because my girlfriend's dad, he says he collects World War I, and World War II rifles.
Okay.
And he has 2 giant gun safes,
That's
Okay.
collecting still.
but he's still getting more.
Okay. But it's not taking over his life to the point where he can't function.
Well, I want him to start giving me some of his rifles so he could get more.
You just want him to be a hoarder so you can take his stuff.
Well, he builds like AR style rifles. I just want a couple of the rifles he already has so he could get more. That's the deal we agreed upon.
What does this have to do with hoarding?
But
It's
he
just-
still
it's
but
like
he
you
still
want to
gets,
buy his
well, he still
guns.
gets more of them. Like I don't want to buy the World War II stuff.
That's
But
not
he
hoarding.
he has 6.
Is that hoarding?
Well, he has
I'm not
6
gonna say.
M9 Grands.
No, I'm saying
he
I'm
has
gonna
6
say
of
it's
them.
not
Yeah.
hoarding.
I thought you said I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, no.
Well, but like I said, he has 6 M9 Grands. If
don't
I'm
know
going to
what any
collect,
of
I'm
this
just
is.
it's
I'm
a
not a
World War
gun
II
guy.
rifle. If he's going to collect, you would just need 1,
Are they all from different years?
give or take. Yeah,
Okay, that's.
It's not hoarding.
but
It's not hoarding.
He curates them.
He takes care of them.
Yeah.
you just put them in the gun safe. I
But
mean, he'll clean it out.
That's
like,
still
yeah.
taking care of it.
But we put it in the gun safe, then you're done looking.
It's not the same as shit in a jar that you have
Well, I
sitting
wouldn't
around.
yeah, but I wouldn't compare that to shit in a jar.
Or putting your dead cat in the freezer.
Yeah, dead
Okay,
cats.
so another question then: serial killers who collect heads.
That's
Are
not.
they hoarding?
We're getting into a way different subject now.
Well, I want to know.
That's not hoarding because they cherish those. That's a
But they're-
prize to them.
But wouldn't at some point, like if they go like uncaught for like 30, 40 years, and they're still
It's
like whacking
it's
heads?
still a trophy. It's a collection of them.
Okay.
They cherish that more than they do anything.
So no form. So okay.
Are we boring you?
I'm pooped.
On why? I'm bringing good topics, and you just
Sorry.
like don't care. Like you're giving me the.
I
break.
got a slight case of food poisoning from.
I feel like I
eating
haven't seen you in like in a good
Chicken.
year.
Saw me 20 minutes ago. You've been looking at me this whole time.
Well, it doesn't count.
Oh.
Like I walked in like I'm a guest here, so
Oh.
like you called me up and
Yeah, I called
Once
him
in a
up.
lifetime.
Yeah,
like who knows when I'll be back again.
that's true.
I think we got to end it on a high note.
Yeah.
So you wanna
All right,
get out?
James just pooped his pants. Thanks for listening.
Pooped myself.
Bye.
Don't forget to save the diaper.